Hey guys, Jimmy here, I'm waving at you, and welcome back to another video. Today we are in Norisring Experience, and I've been wanting to drive this for a while. I've just been not being able to download it because of really stupid internet speeds. And we are driving the Volvo 240 Turbo at Norisring against 24 or so AI cars. As you can see, I'm wearing my very fashionable pink socks here and animal pyjamas. I'm going to be doing a pedal cam video. I haven't done one of these for a while. Basically to show that this car is a lot more than meets the eye when driving it. Now, those of you who follow me in some sort of quantity, I don't know, stalkers, whatever, those people outside my bushes every evening, I leave food for them every now and then, will know that I raced this in the Virtual Touring Masters series, and didn't do very well. I basically sucked because everyone else was really good and I'm sort of average. So what we'll be doing here is making up for that by putting up a nice sexy video for you guys. A 15-minute race here at Norisring in the Volvo against the other touring masters, so the Skyline, the BMW and the other BMW. I'm really bad at numbers, so I can't remember the actual names of them. But one of them's a CL, I think, and one of them's a fat ass car. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But the Skyline is going to be our biggest competition. But anyway, enough blabbering, let's get on with it. Jump in the game. Hopefully audio is fixed today. As you can see, I'm starting here in my very pretty little car, my very outdated picture here. This is the livery I actually used in the series. Because obviously, how can you not use that livery? It's definitely the best one. So starting second, third to last. Just giving it some revs now, putting it into gear, finding a nice spot in the revs, about here I think, and away we go. There you go, sort of decent start there. Hopefully this will be 60 frames a second for you guys. Gonna have a look at the inside here, might have to come out of it. Oh, right side by side with the black Volvo there coming down to turn one, braking nice and early, just smoothing over. There's no rush into T1, just putting down to first gear. See how easy I am through here. Now I've got one foot sort of hovering over the clutch, just to give me a bit of a kick coming out the corner. Get the turbo on. Now the turbo in this car pretty much only comes on about 5,500 RPM. Was like a nice whack into the wall from the BMWs there. We do only have visual damage on, luckily, so we'll get away with any sort of mechanical damage at all. But let's see if we can out-drag him now. Use that power from the turbo. This was the fastest car in a straight line in the series and Virtual Touring Masters, just about. But it never accelerated fast enough for it to make a difference, really. There's the Skyline in front, the Calsonic Skyline, just touching the inside Armco. That's a decent first lap from us. No idea where we are. You know how I don't do HUDs when I'm racing anymore. I tend to just mess around, have a bit of fun with it. But not a bad start at all. I've lengthened fifth gear a bit in this car. It's still not going to quite be enough, I don't think. See what I did there, I actually broke with the wrong foot. And again, it's nice and soft out there now, giving it full power. So important to try and get the turbo spooled so you can actually have some sort of speed coming out the corners. Hopefully the game volume's okay for you guys as well. I had to sort of mess around a bit a lot before starting, but it seems to be okay. Norisring running a lot better on Windows 10 than Windows 8. That Skyline, the straight line, just has a bit more speed over me. I think around here, usually it's about a second or so faster a lap in the right hands. As I give the number 3 Volvo a little bit of a tap on the inside. How you doing, girl? Hope you enjoyed that. It's good to be back in Norisring again. I'm really looking forward to driving the GTO cars when they come out, if they come out. They were sort of announced a while ago, but nothing's been heard since then. They're right up my alley, those cars. Any car which is a sort of ridiculously heavy turbo car or ridiculously stupid car with lots of power and not much handling is where I'm at. As you can see, as I have a go around the outside there. Oh, get the car spun around. Contact with the Skyline behind me, but we're okay. Tried to keep it on the throttle there, but didn't quite have enough boost to sort of keep it going around. That's the thing with this car, like I said, the boost is only active past 5.5 grand on the revs there, so it's actually quite hard to keep yourself going. But when you hit the boost, it's a whole different machine. You gain about 150 horsepower, it feels like. You can see on the far left hand side of your screen the little gauge just tucked in by the door handle there, or just under the roll cage I should say, sorry, and that is our turbo gauge. You see how it just explodes. I love these old school turbos where all the power comes at once. Down the straights is fantastic. At the corners it's a little bit difficult. You have to sort of massage the clutch in unison with the throttle. Go down to first gear for the T1. Tend to miss out a couple of gears when downshifting there, so I'll go from fifth to third to first. Just use a little bit of engine braking, but not to sort of take too much time shifting. Here, for example, it's just fourth a second straight away. Aim at the inside wall, understeering a bit, use the oversteer of the car to float out to this wall here. Now I think my virtual touring master setup had a little bit more third gear, or a little bit of a shorter third gear, so I could get round there and sort of drift out on the third. There you go, down into first gear again, just trying to find my way around the skyline now. That very horrendous Reebok livery. Reebok, I'm not a fan of that. But look at the Skyline's legs there, the four-wheel drive obviously helping out the corner as well. You might notice some odd habits that I do when I actually drive. I sort of move my feet around quite a lot. I've just noticed I was doing it then. Obviously probably wouldn't do this in a real race car. Oh, that was very aggressive there on the downshift. Oh, just about keeping that. Can we out-drag the Skyline? Not a chance. Look at that four-wheel drive. Just drags it out the corner. We have a little bit of an advantage on being able to turn the car, but that's about it. So again, having to shift mid-corner, very weird doing that there because you're sort of on the oversteer, and as soon as you get to the point where you're sort of comfy on the oversteer, you have to change up, and the whole car behaviour changes again. So down into attempting there to get around the Skyline. The Skyline's very quick in a straight line. Every time I get anywhere near him coming into the corner, it's just it's gone again. That is the characteristic of Norisring, all about straight line speed and having a car that's good at corner exit. Literally all it is. Oh, and the car's got the brakes as well, but I haven't got that. I've got a bloody boat. This thing is literally a yacht. Majestic Swedish yacht. I forget the name we gave it in in the YouTube/Twitch chat when I streamed this back in the day, but oh, we're going to try go around the outside. Now the understeer proving too much for us again. I was going to try and carry the speed, but I just couldn't. Had to get off the throttle. And back at it again for another attempt. Maybe into the hairpin. We'll see what we can do on the braking. Come right to the outside. Oh, we really looked at the brakes there. We got very late. We just messed up quite a bit there. I'm not quite sure what happened. I just got the car loose and couldn't quite bring it back round again. Usually there's sort of a sweet spot where you can get the car sliding. I couldn't find it there. Also notice how when I drive my my throttle foot is quite a lot further up on the pedal. Actually, I've hit the clutch too early then. All good. It's basically so I can reach over to the brake with this foot. I use my left foot pretty much exclusively for clutch when driving these sort of cars, except through here, where I'll use it a tiny bit to help turn the car. On the brake there. Now again, having a look at this Skyline, got a better run out of the corner this time. Is the straight line speed going to be enough for the Volvo? Putting it up the inside of this little kink to the right. Down to second, down to first, Skyline round! And BMW round, no idea how that happened. Fair overtake. I was focusing on the Skyline in front, the span. I just didn't didn't think about the old BMW in front. But anyway, that's two positions in one corner. Now look at this Skyline, look in the mirrors, look at it coming up, flying up behind me now. Flashing his lights at me. He's not going to have a go at the inside, good for us. We have to be careful with the amount of speed we take into T1 because the back end of this car doesn't really grip. That's why we've been spinning so much. I've just been taking too much speed into the corners. No idea what pace we're in. That's part of the fun in these races. I always love racing as hard as I can, then seeing what position I've been racing for at the end. Oh, bad exit there from the Skyline. Gonna have a go at the inside here, nice and early on the brakes this time. Just taking the line. Skyline can't do anything about it, but he might cut back here. He's flashing the lights again. Those Skyline and them lights. That's what they're out to enjoy, psyching out the guys in front of them. So this video has been recorded in OBS, guys, so hopefully the syncing issue sounds a bit better. If not, I don't know, I'll have to go back to the drawing board, but I'll upload it anyway because I like doing these sort of videos. Just using my big toe there to crash the brake, and you can probably see on my accelerator and my brake. Oh no, the camera's gone down. Oh, you still get an idea, but probably get a rough look at the pedal and stress ball. Sorry, I'm sort of thinking about how I can fix this camera quick. Magic. It might fall again, but there. It's literally stuck to the bottom of my table with like masking tape at the moment because I ran out of duct tape. It's probably going to fall off again, but you're still going to get an idea. But yeah, I've got a brake mod behind here, and I've got a stress ball behind here. Oh, wrong gear. Oh no! Alright, hopefully that'll stay there now. I don't think it will, but oh well. I got down into first gear, concentrating a lot on getting the thing back into place, and then ended up, getting overtaken by this skyline on the inside. Hey now, you cheeky little boy. It wouldn't be one of my videos if something didn't go wrong, or if something wasn't quite clearly bodged. See, sometimes when I'm shifting down still, and I'm not actually braking there. I shifted down to second gear and blipped without braking. That's only a tiny one, just to make sure I went into the lower gear at a nice rate. And that's just because I wasn't braking for that part of the corner. Now that we can focus on what's in front of us, hopefully, and the webcam will hopefully stay where it is, he says. Fingers crossed, with one eye to his second screen. Can't be too far now off the end of this race, only a 15-minute race, and that's something else I would like to see just implemented in RaceRoom. For crying out loud, put them in 5-minute segments. The time races are there as, you know, they're like 15, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, just put it in units of 5, why 15? Like I would do a 20-minute race, that would be my thing I would do for a video, because it's a good time for a video, I think 20 minutes, but for whatever reason they feel the need to do it as bloody 15, I don't understand. But anyway, that's a really small gripe for this. Just, again, massaging the brake and clutch through there. Getting that sexy heel toe action going. Something you should definitely learn, guys, if you haven't done so already, is heel and toe. It's something that is very important when driving cars like this. And it's just another aspect, another level of immersion. Down the fourth, down the second, down the first. A little bit too much speed into there, but we're okay. Getting the understeer, feeling it very good on the wheel now. Again, leaning forward to push the bloody webcam back up again. The duct tape / mask tape holding it up is pretty awful. But it was holding for a while. I guess now because the force feedback is sort of going through the table and stuff, it's sort of bringing it down a little bit, but hopefully you guys can forgive me that. Yeah, go and learn heel toe, for crying out loud. Like, it's so immersive in this sort of car, and it's another skill. It does translate to the real world. I can do this in the MX-5 and do it properly. Can't do it in the Mondeo because the pedals are in a weird space, but in the MX-5 I can heel and toe. And people say, oh, but the pedals are in the wrong place. It's like, nah, the pedals are actually in quite a good place, because it means you are forced to depress the throttle to some extent when downshifting. The first couple of times you try it, you're going to end up having like big judders. You can end up sort of jerking forward a bit, but you'll get there eventually, trust me. And I just learned it going up to roundabouts and stuff, or like going up to junctions and slowing down. I'll just heel and toe into like a lower gear, and then sort of slow it down that way. You know when you've got it right, because it sounds right and the speed goes right. Oh, the webcam's gone to shit again. What do you expect? So going down into second last corner now. Oh shit, everywhere. Trying to catch this BMW in front. It's not happening. It would happen, I think, if I was more focused on the race, not the bloody webcam falling down. It's part of my routine now is just check the webcam on the straight and try and put it back and then try and focus on the next corner, but it's not worked. Just kicking the clutch a little bit, trying to get the boost up. Not quite succeeding, unfortunately. We got inside of this BMW here. Oh shit, that's all gone wrong. And we're in the wall. Oh, you know what I haven't done? Jimmy hasn't mapped a reverse. Oh, no, now reverse is magically mapped, but we are, oh god, we are a long way down the field. Are we in last? Oh, we weren't. Now we are. No, we're not in last. Not last hype. Also 10 out of 10 for reversing and then smashing into the tyre wall again. Chicken in the background's loving it. But hopefully this gives you a bit of an insight into what it's like to drive one of these cars and for a long time in any sort of series. It's actually quite tiring on the feet eventually. I'll say tiring mentally. You move around a lot, you get sweaty, and it's sort of nice. It's sort of nice the way it works and the way it goes. So again, looking for my braking marker to the right there, it's one of those little lampposts. It's a bit further on in my other setup because it's a bit better, but I lost that when I reformatted my PC, unfortunately. And we'll see if we can get past this Volvo before the end of the race, shall we? We'll try and at least raise the position at some point. See the brakes starting to squeal a bit now. Turning in early, almost aiming for that inside Armco. The force feedback now in Norisring is so much better than it used to be. I'm not quite sure what update it's come. Maybe I'll do a video on it at some point once I actually learn about it. But something's changed, definitely. Force feedback's a bit more detailed than it was before. Just cut in front of the Volvo. Just sitting on the apex, not letting him pass. Thank you very much, sunshine. Off I go. This might be the last lap, or this might be the last lap here. Let's find out. Okay, this will be the last lap of the race, I believe, of Norisring. See if we can catch up this, what looks like an M3 in front. It is. Dancing on the pedals, downshifting there, getting a bit wide, just tapping the clutch. Let me explode out of the corner. Down into third gear. Trying second, not quite getting it. There you go. I don't think we'll be able to catch this BMW, unfortunately. Haven't quite got the legs, although it depends how close we are coming out of the last corner. Braking very late, extremely late. Almost making contact with the BMW. Volvo has legs. Can we make it stick? Come on, Volvo. Come on, Turbo. Show me what you got. Oh, Volvo's got legs, ladies and gentlemen. Volvo has legs. And that is... And the last moment, I'm not quite sure what position we took at the last moment there. It wasn't very good though. We took... I don't even know, because I've gone past it, but oh fuck, wrong button. Anyway, probably like 14 for something, doesn't matter. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Sorry that the camera moved around so much. It was a really sort of DIY operation, it's not looking great. But yeah, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. Hit the like button if you did, subscribe, comment, whatever, do the good things. And I'll catch you next time for another video. Take care guys, and I love you. I love you.